We drove 36-hour non-stop to get to Chicago. We put Ganpati ji in our back truck. We drove right back. ये डब्बे हम बंद करके लेके आ रहे जहाँ पे गणेश जी भी थे और सभी थे. Maybe there's something in the box that we're not sure. I'm going to the border. So as we pulled in the border, the CBSA officer asked us what's in the truck, and we explained there's the Ganesh idol, there's 14 feet, and all of a sudden I hear something on their radio calling every single available officer to the back dock. First time in North America, राम लला की मूर्ति जो इंडिया से अयोध्या से हमारे कनाडा में आई. Namaskar, my name is Jay Chadha. I'm the co-founder of O Media Group and Rangmanch Arts and Culture Association, Canada's first and largest Ganesh Utsav, and I'm here today to take a few questions from the Truth Box. To start with, when and where is this year's Ganesh Utsav being celebrated in Ottawa? So the 7th anniversary Ganesh Utsav is being celebrated at EY Center on Uplands Drive on August 30th and 31st, 2025. What inspired you to start celebrating Ganesh Utsav in the capital of Canada? Was there a special motivation behind it? इसके बारे में आपको बताता हूँ कि in 2016 I had the privilege to travel to New Jersey with my kids to visit New Jersey, and fortunately when I was in New York, वहाँ पे एक गणेश उत्सव हो रहे थे. And coming from Punjab, Ganesh festival was not something that we celebrated, so वो हमें पंजाब से काफ़ी कम उस समय होता था. Then my wife, which has very spiritual background, she wanted to go and visit the Ganesh Utsav. I was very hesitant, पर लेकिन फिर भी हम बच्चों के साथ वहाँ चले गए. और जब वहाँ गए तो मैंने जैसे उनकी सेलिब्रेशन गणेश उत्सव की वो कर रहे थे, I was very very surprised at the level of celebration that they were doing, and that really inspired me to think, if वो न्यू जर्सी वाले गणेश जी इस तरह इस लेवल पे मना रहे हैं, हम क्यों नहीं, हमें में क्या कमी है ऑटावा में कि हम ये क्यों नहीं कर सकते.
तो आपने न्यू जर्सी में सबसे पहली बार देखा, तो कनाडा में कहीं हो ही नहीं रहा था?
कभी भी नहीं. कनाडा में तो गणेश उत्सव हो रहे थे at the very small level, but not a 14 feet high Ganesh ji that you had to bring from Bombay and bring it to another country.
Interesting.
So what I did is I start contacting the person who was organizing the event, and it took me a lot of time to get the right contact. जो मैंने उससे बात की तो मैंने बोला कि भैया हमारा ये इच्छा है कि हम कनाडा में भी ये करना चाहते हैं. Then he was very hesitant to disclose all the details about the Ganesh ji and all that, and he just brushed me off, said call me back next year and we'll talk about it. 2017 में मैंने कॉल की, same thing, did not really got a good response. 2018 में कॉल की, nothing, no response. 2019 में actually he called me I think in the fall. तो बोले कि आप वही हो ना जो गणेश जी चाहते थे. मैंने हम तो 3 साल से वेट कर रहे हैं. तो वो बोले कि आपके पास 3 दिन है. If you want to come pick up Ganesh ji from Chicago, you have 3 days to pick it up, and otherwise you can wait for the next opportunity. उस टाइम पे I had a lot of challenge. उसमें भी हमने US में जाना है, कैसे लेके आएंगे, कहाँ से लेके आएंगे, क्या लॉजिस्टिक्स होंगे, कहाँ रखेंगे, कैसे हमें फेस्टिवल करना है, फेस्टिवल हो सकता कि नहीं हो सकता. And I was literally given 72 hours. The inspiration from my wife and others around, and I called 2 friends. There was a friend of mine named Kamal Bakshi and Sachin Aluwalia. I called them and said, you know what, I want to go to Chicago. You guys are coming with me and we're going to pick up Ganesh ji. And no word of a lie, we drove 36-hour non-stop to get to Chicago. We put Ganpati ji in our back truck. We drove right back and got through customs, and it's a whole new story how custom officers did not know what this idol was. Mm-hmm. And we got to Ottawa, and I didn't know where to have Ganpati ji, where to store Ganpati ji, because now I had to take Ganpati ji off from the truck and store them somewhere. So we kept Ganpati ji in our garage, and I took the liberty to post one message on Facebook in one of the group to say, Ganpati ji is here. We have to celebrate this festival. Who can help me? within minutes and within days, I had lineup of people that wanted to come and celebrate with all of our friends and families and people that I did not even know. People were coming to us saying, I want to celebrate because they reminded them from Ganpati festival in India and all that. And that was the year 2019. And Ganpati ji ki kripa se abhi 7th anniversary we're celebrating. And that's the motivation. That's the story behind bringing Ganpati ji to Ottawa. And one person that really actually was the driving force that, I was talking to a few people to say, मैंने ये करना है, वो करना है. सभी, a lot of people were saying, नहीं हो सकता यार, नहीं कर सकते, यहाँ नहीं हो सकता, वहाँ नहीं हो सकता. पर one person जो मेरा business partner we have is Jack Uppal on my other stuff. I asked Jack, I said, Jack, I want to do this. And first thing came out of his mouth is, let's do it. So now it's everybody is involved, Ottawa is involved. We are now expanded to Brampton and Toronto. तो अभी पूरे कनाडा में ये गणपति जी हो रहे हैं, and we were the first one to bring it in Ottawa. So question number 3, how many years has the celebration has been going on in Ottawa? So it's the 7th anniversary, so we're in year 7. What's something new or special that people can look forward to this year? So this year, we are back to EY Center. So last year we had Mosaic Center, which was a smaller venue. We had a lot of capacity issue. So this year we're back to EY Center with a bigger and better programming for everybody. There's Garba going on. There's kids workshop to build Ganesh. There's going to be a bigger celebration this year at the EY Center.
So I heard that this is the biggest venue for any festival.
Ji.
Is it? Okay.
Gee, so that's the biggest venue that we can get in Ottawa. So we're so glad that with Ganpati ji's blessing, we're back to EY Center. How has the event grown over the years in terms of crowd, programs, or community participation? तो जैसे मैंने पहले ही बताया था कि पहले साल जब हम ये फेस्टिवल शुरू करने की कोशिश कर रहे थे, then we had small venue, small crowd. Over the years, I can tell you, जितने भी अपने हमारे volunteers हैं, जितने भी हमारे board members हैं, it's just keep on growing and growing from year onwards. There were volunteers that actually met first time at the Ganesh Utsav meetings and our board meetings, and now they're spouses, they're husband and wife now because they met at Ganesh Utsav.
गणपति जी की कृपा हो गई उनके.
गणपति जी की कृपा पूरी हो गई है. तो अभी, so the festival is not a celebration, just a festival. It's more of a collaboration, community gathering, community engagement, and getting everybody to get together. It's one of the biggest festival in Ottawa. Can you share any memorable or emotional incident from past years that stayed with you? That's a very good one. Last year we had the blessing to bring Ram Lala ji from Ayodhya. I still get a little emotional when I think and talk about it. So first time in North America, Ram Lala ki murti jo India se, Ayodhya se hamare Canada mein aayi. So we had the privilege to bring it to Ottawa, and this was something that was very, very near and dear to our hearts. And जब हमने उनकी inauguration की, that the moment that we lifted the chunari and we showed Ram Lala's face, that was very, very emotional for me, and that's something that really, really stuck with me and my family. So that was the moment that I still get shivers thinking about that moment. So that was really a moment that stayed with me. What are some of the cultural activities and performance we can expect this time? So we have a very slew of performances, culture activities this year. Mainly we have all the Bollywood performances pertaining to the festival, and also we have a free Garba night. So there'll be live Garba on Saturday night at the EY Center. So along with the kids workshop where the kids will be making Ganpati ji with the arts, and at that time this is one of the very close, very, very important activity workshop for the kids because they get to understand the history behind Ganesh ji, and at the same time they get to have fun and work with arts.
So you mentioned 2 days, 30th and 31, right? Is there one is better than other?
So both the first day's inauguration this year. We're also partnering with another association to bring Nrsimha Bhagwan ki हम उनकी स्थापना कर रहे हैं. Priests are coming from Tirupati Balaji to do the inauguration. So that's on Saturday morning. Saturday night is our Garba. Sunday afternoon is a workshop. Sunday night after evening we have other performances, and also the Visarjan is on Sunday night, Sunday evening. So those 2 days will be fun filled, and there will be very very good activities, performances, culture programs, and also some food stalls for you to enjoy with your family. Managing such a big event must be challenging. What goes on behind the scenes to make it all happen? I can tell you one thing. जब आप विघ्नहर्ता के लिए कुछ करते हो, और कुछ काम तो नहीं कुछ कर सकते, but if you're celebrating Ganesh ji, there are a lot of challenges that happen. There's a lot of things that go wrong, but at the end of the day, it all works out. There's so much planning that we start planning in December, January for the next year. And usually the festival is in August, September, but every month there's meeting, every month there's booking going on for the venues, for Dol Tasha, for performances, for all the other events. So there's, I think we have about 20 board members. They're all volunteers. We're all volunteers, and it's a non-profit. So we all get together, spend time, energy to celebrate Bappa in Ottawa. And मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि वो जो लास्ट महीने होते हैं ना, जस्ट बिफोर द फेस्टिवल, घर में ऐसे लगता है कि शादी का माहौल है. तो वॉलंटियर्स आते हैं, हम वहाँ पे प्रसाद बनाते हैं, एक दूसरे को हम लड्डू बना के डब्बे में डालते हैं. इट फील्स लाइक अ फेस्टिवल, फील लाइक अ वेडिंग. एंड जिस दिन विसर्जन करते हैं, वो ऐसे लगता है कि बस हमारा अभी अभी शादी खत्म हो गई और डोली निकल गई है. तो इट बिकम्स, एंड द पीपल दैट वी कनेक्टेड विद, दे आर लाइक अ फैमिली फॉर अस. Are there any volunteers, community members whose silent work deserves a shout out? If I start talking about every volunteer and community members, I can't thank them enough. There are a lot of people. Everybody has their own duties. There's digital marketing team, there's food preparation team, there's the operations team, there's the culture performance teams. There's so many people that are behind. I'm so fortunate that I'm part of this whole team. और मैं तो ये कहता हूँ कि मेरे को गणपति जी ने सेवा का मौका दिया है, जिसकी वजह से हम लोगों के साथ उनको भी लेके चल रहे हैं. तो सो there are so many volunteers, so many community members that are part of this, and we're getting messages, phone calls every day that people want to be part of it. And we have our volunteer database. You can go on our website, www.ganeshutsav.ca, sign up for volunteer, and we'll be more than happy to have you as part of our team.
People like me behind the camera, right?
Absolutely. People like you exactly behind the camera. What's the message you hope to send to younger generation through Ganesh Utsav in Canada? The one message that we want to send to the younger generation is the culture, the history, and the camaraderie behind our traditions, our festivals, how it's, how we all get together as a community. We celebrate our religion, celebrate what makes us Hindus, Indians, or all community members in Ottawa, where we want to connect with our culture. It's some people might think this is a spiritual or religious event. It's not. We have people coming from all religions celebrating Ganesh Utsav, because it's not about celebrating a one religious community. It's about getting them all together and have fun and celebrate a festival that people can bring their families and bring their kids to volunteer and to enjoy the festivities. Any funny or unexpected moment from the previous celebration that made you laugh or surprised you? Coming to the border, we were bringing Ganeshi from first time in Canada, from US. When we got to the border, I had those two friends with me. Obviously, जब पहली बार आप किसी दूसरी कंट्री से कोई चीज़ लेके आ रहे हो, those two friends were there from day one, but they in the back of their mind they're thinking, well, ये क्या लेके आ रहे हैं, ये डब्बे हम बंद करके लेके आ रहे हैं जहाँ पे गणेश जी भी थे और सभी थे. Maybe there's something in the box that we're not sure. I'm going to the border. So as we pulled into the border, the CBSA officer asked us, what's in the truck? And we explained there's the Ganesh idol, there's 14 feet, and I was trying to explain what it is. And they're like, okay, just pull over, come to the side. And I was the driver, and those two were with me, and they were like, we don't know you. This is you. We are just helpers. So I go around. We go to the officer, and they're just they're just doing the paperwork and everything else. And all of a sudden, I hear something on their radio, calling every single available officer to the back dock.
Oh.
And I'm like, holy, like, what happened? Kya ho gaya ye? Like, maybe we didn't check what they put in the box and all that. And those two were right at the very back. They're like, we don't know him. It's his stuff. And what I found out, that they were so happy and surprised to see the magnitude of Ganeshji, that they wanted to share that with every single officer. They've never seen anything like this come across the border. So although it was nerve-wracking for all of us, but it was a very I guess at the end became a funny moment. But it was nerve-wracking at first to we were so worried to see what's happening next, or we're going to get detained or whatever. But it turned out to be a very, very happy moment and a funny moment for all of us.
गणपति बाप्पा का जलवा है.
हाँ, सही बात है, बिल्कुल सही बात. What would you say to someone who's never attended Ganesh Utsav before? Why should they come this year? I think आप अगर गणेश उत्सव पहले नहीं अटेंड किया, एक तो आपको वो, अगर आपने बॉम्बे में और मुंबई में गणेश उत्सव में पार्टिसिपेट किया ना, आपको वो थोड़े समय के लिए ना, चाहे वो 5 मिनट के लिए, 10 मिनट के लिए, आपको बॉम्बे ले जाएंगे. और बॉम्बे का जो होता है ना, महाराष्ट्र का, आई एम फ्रॉम पंजाब, सो आई डिडंट नो दिस अंटिल आई स्टार्टेड वर्किंग विद गणेश जी. वो जो वाइब होती है, वो ढोल ताशा बजता है, और जो वहाँ पे भजन चलते हैं, और जो उसका एनवायरनमेंट होता है ना, दैट विल टेक यू बैक टू इंडिया. सो इफ यू वांट टू फील द इंडियन culture, celebrate Indian festival, be connected with your religion, and understand what the story behind all of this is, come to Ganesh Utsav, and you will not be disappointed, because we'll take you back to India. And free entry, there's no cost, free parking, thanks to our sponsors. EY Center charges a lot of money to rent the hall, a lot of money for parking. There's no parking charges for you, there's free entry. Just come and enjoy, and we'll take you back to India. Have you seen any changes in the local Canadian community's response to Indian festival like this? Absolutely. I had, when we first started the festival, people did not know what Ganeshis was and how we celebrate. I've had so many mainstream Canadians come up, and they wanna see this. They wanna be part of the culture. They wanna participate in Garba. They wanna know the story behind Ganeshi. Why this Ganeshi has the elephant head, and what happened. So we try to explain that to them. We try to give history, and we have literature that we give to Canadians to make them aware of our culture and the history behind this festival, and the history behind our culture and our religion. Can people from outside Ottawa also join? Is it open to all? Absolutely. We have people coming in. I mean, originally when we did not have a festival in Brampton, I remember, I think it was the second year, somebody from Mumbai, that actually moved to Toronto, heard about our festival. That person drove 5 hours to get Ganesh's blessing, because they were missing. In Bombay, this is tradition that everybody goes to Ganesh Utsav. वो आपकी locality, आपके local area में वहाँ पे कहीं ना कहीं आपके गणेश जी festival होता है. So he drove 5 hours just to do Ganesh ji puja, and he drove 5 hours right back to Toronto. So it's open to everybody. People come from Montreal, Cornwall, Brockville, Kingston, all over Ottawa to come and celebrate with us.
So जो ये आसपास की डिफरेंट सिटीज़ में गणेश उत्सव मनाया जाता है,
जी.
ये आपस में कनेक्टेड हैं? अगर हैं तो कैसे?
जी, तो जो ब्रैम्पटन और टोरंटो में गणेश जी की सेलिब्रेशन हो रही है, सो दे रीच्ड आउट टू अस टू असिस्ट, बिकॉज वी वर फॉर्चुनेट एंड लकी, ब्लेस्ड टू ब्रिंग गणेश जी हियर फर्स्ट टाइम इन कैनेडा, to help them set up the Ganesh Utsav in their cities. So we currently have गणेश जी की 3 प्रतिमा हमारे पास हैं. तो उनकी जो 3 प्रतिमा से हम वो 3 फेस्टिवल में रोटेट करते हैं. So we collaborate with Brampton and Toronto, and we give them our Ganpati ji, and they celebrate their festival in their respective city and bring the Ganpati ji back to us. So currently we are fortunate to have 3 गणपति जी की जो हमारी प्रतिमा है वो हमारे पास ऑटवा में है एंड वी आर होपिंग आवर ड्रीम इज टू हैव as many cities in Canada participate. We've been getting calls from Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver, Montreal to start their festival. We just are in process of doing it, but it's our goal is to have Ganpati festival in every city in Canada. And I guess the last question, lastly, what's one personal wish or prayer to Lord Ganesh this year? I think I just answered my question previously. My wish is to not we, as I said, we were blessed to start this festival and Ganpati ji ki kripa hui hai, पर लेकिन कनाडा की जितनी भी cities हैं, as many cities as possible. आप देखो इंडिया में बॉम्बे में कम से कम 100-150 गणपति फेस्टिवल होते हैं, तो एटलीस्ट वी कैन डू 10 to 12 festivals in Canada. Just Ganesh ji का एक फेस्टिवल है, let's start doing Dussehra, let's start doing Diwali, let's start doing something that connects us or keeps us connected to our roots. I'm first generation immigrant in Canada. My kids are born here. Second generation ko, if we don't connect them with your roots, third generation will forget who they are. They will not know where we came from, how we got here, and why we are here. So my only request and wish to everyone is, even if you want to bring your kids for 5 minutes just to get them to see the celebration or any celebration, not just Ganeshi, but any celebration that connects you to your roots, please do so. And our wish is we do more of these festivals. Doesn't matter who they are or what they are, as long as they connect you to your roots and your community, and your kids know and they are proud to call themselves Indians. That's the wish. That's what we really aim forward to. So again, asking everybody to attend if you can. Please join us, whether if you're in Toronto, Brampton, join your local, wherever it is, join the festivals and make sure your kids are connected.
गणपति बप्पा मोरया.
Ganpati Bappa Moria.